Hey everybody, this is blockmailing42 slash that game and do 91, and I'm here for another game of sorts. This is going to be a weekend project mostly. The Binding of Isaac, Wrath of the Lamb. What this game is, basically, you're Isaac, you have to run from your mother from some things. I can't really explain it well enough without having any kind of problem, so yeah. This game is an indie game. It's on Steam for $4, I think, maybe. And I'm playing the DLC version, The Binding of Isaac, Wrath of the Lamb, which costs an extra $3 to play. Really, this game is well worth the money. If you really do that much dedication to it. Sorry, had breakfast already. I already unlocked some of the stuff, but not too much. I'll tell you how you unlock each character. Isaac's your basic character, you start out with him. Maggie, you have to get, I think, a couple of healing items, like, in one run. Cain, you have to have 55 cents. Judas, you have to beat in the game once. Samson, you have to pass 2 treasure rooms. And I haven't gotten Eve yet. You have to make 2 deals with the devil in one playthrough. Let's start out with my best character, Cain. Now, this game has a few controls when it comes to it. You can control it like in Terraria control. Like, you control it like Minecraft. You have the ASDW keys. You use the arrow keys to shoot in any direction. You can also use the mouse to shoot, but really, it's easier to use the keys. You can press Shift or E to place a bomb, and you can use space to use an item when you have one. I neither have a bomb or an item, so I'll just show you later. So yes, I'm also playing on a low resolution on high screen because really, this game lags a lot, especially when I'm recording. So basically, this is the best I can do. It's not that bad though, the lag doesn't really show much. You can get items like keys and stuff, and this is kind of like a Zelda-themed game, basically. So yeah. Oh, here's the thing of trinkets. It's only in the DLC version. Pinky Eye gives you a chance of using like a poisonous bomb effect. I mean, poison tier. Like, see that green tier? That would have given an enemy poison if it hit. Now, Cain. Now, each character is different and different. Yeah, each character is different and different. Each character is different in their own way. Cain, first of all, can only shoot from his right eye. See, that's how much detail they have. Any other character, they would shoot from both eyes. Only Cain can shoot from his right eye. May not seem like a difference, but it really is in the long run, so you gotta be very specific with your shots. Cain starts out with 2 hearts, while Maggie starts out with 4, and Isaac starts out with 3, and Judas starts out with 1. Samson starts out with 2 as well. Cain has the lucky foot item, which basically increases his luck substantially. I'll tell you what that means later. This is an item room, or treasure room. This is one of the achievements you need to get to unlock Samson. Ignore one of these, basically. You just go in, go out, and continue without entering. It doesn't matter if you beat or lose in that run, as long as you skip 2 treasure rooms, you get the character anyway. Anyway, this is an item. There are many different kinds of items. This is an effect item. Each item has a different effect. This was growth, so basically I got speed and damage, meaning I'm faster and my shots are bigger and more dangerous. And, excuse me for that little icon on the bottom, really, that's what happens when you're on Steam. I do not have a bomb to access that yet, so yeah. As far as you saw, you see that many enemies were either heads or just really flies. The enemies get harder the more rooms you enter. This game really is Zelda-based, but only in dungeons, basically. Think of it like a dungeon-only run of Zelda. Oh, this is a spirit heart. Basically what they do is, see that blue heart up there I got? Basically, it's a temporary heart, otherwise known as a soul heart, or spirit heart. I really don't know. I call it either soul or spirit hearts. What that does is, basically, think of it like a free hit. It only is out for so long before it really just goes away. Because once the blue heart completely empties, it's gone. Here we have one of the hail bringers, Famine. Famine is one of the many hail bringers, and they have a specific item to go with them. Famine can be a hard one to beat when you first start because he really has many enemies. Like, he can spawn these flies that can shoot projectiles at you, which is pretty annoying. It's best to keep your distance and don't cross his path from the south or west when he still has his horse. I mean, not south or east or west when he has his horse, or else he'll just try to run into you, and that can cause a lot of damage. As you can see, you can dodge a lot of the bullets, but really, you gotta be careful. see, like I did there, you can take damage easily. You gotta be very careful, because in this game, really, how much damage you have will make or break you. The Hailbringers always drop one special item, otherwise known as the Cuban Meat. The Cuban Meat has many more effects I'll go into later. And we're now onto the second floor of the basement. Wow, Isaac is having a hard time breathing inside of a chest. I don't know why he's even inside of a chest. Alright, now, there are many more enemies to come, and as you can see, now I'll explain to you the map. The map is on the upper left corner of the screen, as you can see, along with your trinkets and all. Like, here's your trinkets, here's your map, here's your money, bombs, and keys, which, wow, ironically we have none of. Here are your arrows, which will change every time, space, and we got what is known as, basically, a tarot card. Each tarot card has a different effect depending on what it is. This is a magician, basically giving you homing tears for a room. This is the PhD, which, actually, I'm not sure if it stacks with Cain, because, see, in this game you can also get pills which give you good effects or bad effects. Cain always never gets bad pills, because of his lucky foot. Well, with the PhD, I'm not sure if that stacks, meaning you'll never get pills ever, like, you'll never get bad pills. Oh no. Here's the ironic thing. These things are easier when they're not on fire. Why? Because they have less health and they do less damage. I am dead serious. Okay. This is a boss mob room. See, there are these two types of mob rooms. There's a normal mob room where you have to have full health, and then there's the boss mob room, which is this, which basically you need 1 heart with. Soul hearts do not count, yeah, all that kind of stuff. Also, every item you get can either help you or not, and ow. Ugh, I hate those leaper spiders. The DLC has many differences. First of all, the DLC added spider enemies, while the original game doesn't. Alright? And, as you can see, there are these flies, and now there are these... Basically, think of them like turrets. They stand one place and just try to shoot you all day. Mostly, you want to do this, that way your tears will stack up. I do this all the time, really, it makes it easy. You got it, and, yeah, another key. Okay, there are many enemies, I can't really explain them all. These guys just try to these guys just walk into you, basically. Really easy to beat, only because it's the basement, what do you expect? Here's our instance of a bomb. Yeah, what else do I need to explain? Up there is basically what I call is the bite room. Basically, you trade a heart to enter it and exit. And I meant like 1 full heart, not like it takes a couple. So far, we have nothing else to do here. We can try to go into the mob room, but really, that's the thing. This game is based on exploration and luck. You gotta be very lucky to find the good items. And here's another basic enemy, Monstro. Monstro is not that hard. In fact, I'm gonna use homing tears. Homing tears, basically, yeah, they just home into the enemy, giving you a bigger chance of shooting them. As you can see, that effect where it shoots a lot of bullets, the small bullets do half a heart, and the big bullets do a lot of hearts. Now, as you can see, my arrow changed from a normal tear into these weird burning tears. Basically, that's what the homing effect is like. Pinky Eye's giving me the poison effect, and stacking them both together can be really good. There are millions of combinations, since there's like over 100 items, and... Okay, I guess I must have done really good. This is an HP upgrade. There are a couple, there are like 5 different kinds. And this is the deal with the Angel Room, or I just call it the Angel Room, because you don't have any deals. They give you an item for free. Scapular. Basically, they just give you an item for free, you don't have to worry about anything. I always love those rooms. But they're even rarer than deals with the double rooms. Alright, so let's see. Now as you can see, we have an aura going around us. Basically that's an angel item. Even though there's like this, there are many different kinds of items you can get. There's normal, angel, demon, poison, many. Basically. Angel items always correspond with angel rooms, demon items always correspond with demon rooms. I'll give you a little warning though, the DLC version of this game is a little glitchy. Like, you won't find too many glitches with the basic gameplay, but you'll find many other glitches later on. Now, see this? Here's a cool trick you can do. Place a bomb next to a rock next to a pit like this, and boom, it turns into a little ladder. As you can see, we got our bomb back and an extra heart. You can pick up hearts later on, like items on the floor will not disappear. They'll always respawn. They'll always stay there, don't worry. These guys are kind of like the zombies in the first, like, you know, remember when I was talking about those guys who actually... Okay, remember those guys before that I say they walk into you? These guys are kind of like the same thing, except they do a full heart of damage and are faster. Yeah. Maggots that shoot blood. Ugh. We have a lot of keys right now, but not too many bombs. That is not good. Also, you notice that we already have one penny in. Here's a glitch. That was basically a bombable... That was like a bombable step turned into a real floor. Weird. Okay, now you'll notice that there are a couple of locked doors often that look normal. That's because, well, basically the only locked door you'll ever find is this shop. You'll never find instances where you need a key to unlock the next room. They're either for the shop or the item room. The shop basically though has stuff that is a little expensive. The currency in this game is pennies. You gotta pick up pennies. Kinda like rupees in Zelda games, yeah, like you can get pennies that are worth 1, you can get nickels that are worth 5. They're even more like quarters and dimes, but dimes and quarters are even rarer. And in fact, you have to unlock the quarter. I'm not kidding. This is an item room. They always have golden doors. This is Charm of the Vampire. Basically what it means is the more enemies you kill, the more health you'll get if you have any empty health. Okay, now these guys can be annoying. These are basically the turrets of the game. Think of them like the sentries in TF2. Except there are two different kinds. There's the red kinds, and then the bone kind, and then the white bone kind. The red muscle kind can actually be killed instantly, like no matter what. The red bone kind has to be open up to use it. Chests always contain stuff like pennies, which this is a penny, and hearts, and even bombs and keys in instances. It rarely drops an item, but usually it's a normal everyday item, you would get. So far, every item we have is passive. We haven't had any tiers or damage upgrades. We haven't had anything that would change our tiers besides pinky items. It's good to collect as many keys and coins as possible. This is Pete, a blue version. Okay, now here's the thing. This game can have like enemies that are different colors, and basically that means it can be a little tougher. Oh, why did I do that? This game. See, this is why it's so hard, because sometimes it's hard to predict a boss's strategy. The cube of meat, okay, I forgot to mention, the cube of meat is a familiar. Or, no. I think it's a, like, I don't remember, but it's like a rotation. Basically, it rotates around you, and it can block bullets for you if it's in the right timing. Cube of meat is a pretty big target, though, so it's pretty easy. Now, Peep here is blue, meaning his eyes pop out from the start of the battle. That's the one thing about Pete, that as the battle goes on, his eyes would slowly pop out, and then you would have to deal with those. Kind of acting like, you know, things that just move around, unbeatable, unbreakable, all that kind of stuff. Well, Pete here... Cell phone! Jesus. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Anyway, what was I? Oh yeah, Peep. Peep here basically is blue, meaning its eyes pop out and all that kind of stuff. The champion versions, basically people call these champion versions. They can happen in enemies and bosses, and it can just make your life real hell, basically. Though, Peep here isn't that bad. Okay, come on. Oh god. Even though it can cause poison touches to the eyes, they don't do anything that much. And we've killed Peep. Enemies always drop hearts, so don't worry. This is the belt. Another just... Yeah, it makes it faster. Now Isaac's a speeding zipliner. Dance, Isaac. Just kidding, this is Kane. Who is it next? Oh! Ball to the face. Alright. Here we are in Caves 2, and wow, we're fast. These guys always shoot in 4 cardinal directions, making them a pain to get rid of, because you can't shoot diagonally. You can only shoot in the 4 cardinal directions. The only way you can shoot diagonally is if you're walking diagonally and then you shoot to the left, and then you shoot in a direction, like this, basically. Like, see what I'm doing here? I'm going to like the upper left, and I shoot my tiers left. They basically arc up instead of just straight down forward. It's a little hard to aim that ball because really it's just not easy to aim at all. But this is the best way to get rid of most enemies in the game because really most enemies shoot in all cardinal directions, and I'll get more into that when we get down to more harder levels. This game basically wants you to get harder. Now, here's that white version of the enemies I told you about before, the bones. The bones you can only shoot when they're up like that. You can't shoot them when they're down. If sentries work like that in TF2, that'd be better. And as you see, Charm of the Vampire just worked there and healed me completely. There's a tarot card, but these spikes do 1 full heart of damage, so it's not really worth it unless you have flying. These guys can be really annoying in bunches, but other from that, they're not that bad. Also, I don't recommend going to the shop unless you have, like, a full money or something. Like, when you have 5 to 10 coins. And if you have 15, that's even better. Here's the sacrifice room. Basically, you can hurt yourself to get a chance of opening a chest, but really, I don't find it to be that good. Basically, what you want to do is go to find the item room first, and then go to the boss. There are times where you want to go to the boss, where you just want to instantly go to the boss instead of just really trying to fight the enemy. There are times where you can totally do that. Really, it doesn't matter. And here's another trinket. This trinket can be really good. It's my personal favorite, Child's Heart. It increases the chance of heart drops, but really, I'm going to stick with Pinky Eye. Oh, whoa, what do you know? We didn't just find the item room, we found the boss and mob room. But it's a boss mob room, so we can't enter it if we wanted to. This game has a lot of things that can make it very Zelda-esque. First of all, there are items that can help you improve things. Second of all, you need keys and bombs to enter, which in the original Zelda, they had this kind of stuff. And sack of pennies. Basically, this gives you money every time you beat it, don't you? It has an increased chance of giving you money every time. Anyway, let's just go into the boss room. Gertie. Fact, Gertie is actually a girl. Yeah, she's a girl. Don't believe that this big piece of meat is a girl? Really? Never mind. Really, Gertie's only problem is that she has a lot of health. People say you gotta sway back and forth from her just so you can aim right. So yeah. And even though she looks like a big target, she isn't at all, and okay, as you can see, she's dropping a whole bunch of these things. What these are is that if you let them grow enough, they're gonna spew tons of bullets at you. The red ones spew tons of bullets, the green ones spew tons of, like, the green ones shoot, like, projectile bombs, and the yellow ones just spawn, white ones spawn spiders. These red ones are the most annoying, though, because they can shoot a ton of stuff at you, really. But Gertie is good because, basically, she gives you a lot of health if you have the Charm of the Vampire, because she spawns so many enemies. Now, I do not know too much about the Isaac games, and this... Look, I'll fix that next time, okay? And everything was glitching up. Here's Squeezy, which is another just normal thing. Makes our tears even bigger. And we got 2 spirit hearts. Look at how many tears we can shoot now. Up here is a deal with the Devil Room. You can only enter these if you... Basically, the only way you can enter deal with Devil Rooms is the same way as you have to enter deal with Angel Rooms. You just cannot take enough damage in one room, and then you'll get in one. It always asks you to get stuff for hearts, like... I think this is the Whore of Babylon and Dead Cat. Dead Cat always turns your health back to 1, but it gives you 9 lives, I think. And this one basically just gives you... Basically, it's like an all stats up, but instead you lose 2 hearts. Really, I don't recommend going to the deal with Devil Room unless you have enough hearts. I'm not the risky kind of person. Whenever I have 4 hearts and there's like an item for 2, I'll take it. Oh, I hate these things. These things shoot blood lasers. Blood lasers! They make the game so glitchy. They make the game so laggy too. Poison Touch should be able to make it easier on me at least. This is Necropolis. I'm not sure if this is a new item, a new level or not, because I always seem to enter this room. Oh, I hate these guys. You don't just get damage from touching them. They spew bombs! Really? They always... And the layouts are always so cheap. I mean, look at this. How was I supposed to exit without taking damage? Okay, if you've played these games, you'll have a chance to do this. This is a regular enemy room. You have to have full health to come in here. They'll usually have items like health upgrades and stuff like that. Sometimes they'll contain chests, which I'm willing to use. Oh, great. Okay, at least it gave us a couple of bombs. I was short on them. Oh no! These things are babies. And that's just a name. It's not really someone that's babies. But one of them is homing shots! Ugh. And their bullets are very fast. They're annoying because they screech. And worst of all... Yeah. Yes! Come on. Die! Die! These boss rooms always contain like a wave one after another. You just gotta kill all the enemies and they'll let you go free. You get an additional thing, like maybe a penny or a key or a bomb from beating them. Really, there's really no point because you can't really escape. Just because you're on low health, they will not stop this. So yeah, Charm of the Vampire shouldn't be much of a problem. Believe it or not, these guys are called knights. Do you want to know why? It's a reference to Legend of Zelda. You know, when Dark Nuts can only be shot from Okay, if you really, I'm talking about the original Zelda. Basically, the Dark Nuts in the original Zelda can only be attacked from the back. They could not be attacked from the front, sides, or anywhere else. So basically, these guys are called knights as a reference. And look, we got a penny. So yeah, it's kind of worth it to go into those rooms. Really, more or less, I'd rather choose it when you have the chance to pick up an item upgrade. That's when you really want to choose them, and ow. Okay, here's the reason why spiders are worse than flies. First of all, they don't flinch, basically, to your shots. Yeah, I don't get how a big glob of tears doesn't make a spider flinch, but it's true. That makes it easier and harder because they sometimes, like, walk into your tears and die. Or they can just reach you and bite you before they die. Okay, you saw bomb flies before. They were like these huge flies. These are regular red flies. These red flies instead shoot radial directions. Thank you. I don't have to explain it. This is the hidden room. There's two kinds of hidden rooms / secret rooms. Sorry, This one's a regular one. There's a chance where you can get a very good item in here, or just to get some coins. Very good items include... I can't really say. Okay, let's go into the item room and see what's in here. Forever Alone. An attack fly. We have another rotator now. This one basically is an attack one, though. It won't deflect bullets, instead it'll deal damage. Though, basically this is kind of easier since, well, easily it's easier because, oh god, no. You do not want to have these guys touch you. These are greed heads. Like, you know when you saw me fight the boss Greed? Well, if he hits you, basically, he takes away money. I'm dead serious. Like, even though it makes it look like you dropped coins and there's no way you can pick up those coins, if he hits you, somehow he decreases your coin count by 1. If no money at all, it's just like a regular enemy, but really, there are different kinds of greed enemies in this game, so yeah. Not these. Oh wow. Have a spider run. Let's spawn in front of me. These things. Believe it or not, they're called pokies. And they do just as their job says. They poke you. Okay, let's just see. Pokies. These are actually the stronger version of pokies. Anyway. Oh, wow. This is a good spot. Put them in somewhere I can't escape from. Yeah. Do that. Okay. Got it. Yeah. Oh, no! 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 No, 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 no! No, not these things. Never! No, please! Why? If you couldn't understand why I seem so frustrated, those were called masks of evil, and what they do is they're evil. I mean, basically, you can't kill them. You gotta kill the hearts that correspond with them, but they shoot in cardinal directions as well, meaning, all in all, that's the most annoying enemy you can ever fight in this game. Oh, I forgot about you guys. I completely forgot about you guys. Yeah, these guys. They're greed himself, basically. You see these guys in shops, but these are basically the guys that want you dead. Yeah, there's a lot of greed-based enemies in this game. This might end my run. It really depends on what enemy's next. You gotta be kidding me! I knew it! This is my pure hated enemy, the Bloat! Oh, you're asking why? He could shoot in front of him and side of him with blood lasers! He spawns things. You're wondering how the peep version... see, look at that. And watch this. Even from his size, man. That's overkill. This guy needs a really bad small buff. I mean, seriously. Basically, the only safest spot to kill him in is from behind you. I've never killed this guy. I never have, and I never will. Not until I get stronger items. Because really, I haven't unlocked everything here yet. What you really want to do is be close to Peep's back, so he doesn't jump all the time. Like, jump too far away where you have to... Oh, also when he's going to spawn Creep, just be careful. Because he could spawn it right underneath you. Ah, great. Now I gotta wait for him. Oh, jump. His eyes aren't the problem. His problem is... There we go. What? You gotta be kidding me. Jump. Is he stuck to the wall? Yeah, he was just stuck to the wall. Okay, good. I've never beat this guy on or off camera. Never will. Never can. This guy is the biggest epiphany I've ever played. He's the hardest boss I'll ever beat. I'll never be able to beat him. I'm never gonna win. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah. Yes! I cannot believe him! I cannot believe it! This is the first time I've beaten that! That is the most hardest enemy I've ever faced in my entire experience of the Binding of Isaac, and I just beat him! This is an DLC version enemy anyway. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I just won. Thank you. Mom's coin purse gives you a ton of pills. Don't ask me how coin purse gives you pills. Oh wait, no, the PH... Okay. Remember that first time I got the PhD, that thing that gave me the mask? Remember when I said it would give you better pills? No. It makes you identify pills. This is bad gas. Basically poison damage. This is speed up and full health! Yes! Basically, I've never beaten this guy. This is the greatest reward of my life. Woo! I'm shooting in all cardinal directions because I'm happy! Alright, let's go. I never thought that. I had one heart, low health, no run, and I beat him on the first try! Just kidding, nah. That was like my third attempt trying to beat this guy, and I just beat him easily. Like, I thought he wasn't going to be hard at first when I first saw him, until he shot the blood lasers. I mean, really, those things are dead. There's barely no way to dodge them unless you apply lag. Okay. This is... Oh, this is actually a boss, but really, we're just fighting him as a mini-boss. But yeah, I've never beaten the Bloat before. Never once. Except today, of course. Today was my first day I actually beat him. Yay for me! The Binding of Isaac? Really? You're not camera shy, are you? I mean, I haven't gotten any good items. In fact, I actually got my first familiar, which is the coin thing. Okay, there are different kinds of things like I told you. There's rotations that basically fly around you, which is forever alone and keep and meat. There's familiars that basically follow you around, which is the sack of pennies. And then there's like items that just help you yourself, which are pills and many other things. Bomb flies! These are like bomb flies, except they run into you. They don't explode on contact, basically meaning you gotta keep your distance when fighting these things, which is pretty hard because they always run into you. And it's pretty rare to find these enemies so early in the game too. Okay, here's the thing. Even though they look like a lot of enemies, just shoot the center. And there you go. Okay, this is the arcade. Instead of a key, it costs a penny to get in here. By the riverbank. I don't know why, I always like saying that. Okay, this is the fortune teller. Gives you random trinkets and soul hearts. This is basically a guy who will give you stuff. Kane is usually very good in these levels because his luck makes it so easy. See? There's also a trick I think is true about this game, where if you got something from one area, it'll stay there. Like, let me see. So far I've been lucky, but not so far anymore. Like, see how I got keys in the middle before? If I got keys in the middle again, it would work, but I don't think that's true. Because, really, it happens at times, other times it doesn't. So, yeah. I think that was just pure coincidence. Hearts. Nope. My fly of death basically saved me there. Okay, I got some bombs. Play this. You're worshipping a sun god. Okay. Give up. No! Nothing. And some keys. Now, this thing's called a blood bank. Basically, you give some of your money away to give you money, and oh my... Yes, give some of your money to give money back. You give some of your hearts to get money, and oh my god, that's a nickel. Gives you 5. Basically meaning I can play some of this some more. If you play the games long enough, they'll give you something. Other from keys and bombs and stuff like that. So yeah. Oh! Crystal ball. Shows you everything in the room, gives you a free tarot card, which is the Emperor and everything. It is a very good spacebar item. Oh, cool. Now I can play the thing some more. The good thing about playing the blood bank is because you have an increased chance of getting an HP up from it. Here's the part where it can screw you though. You can also get something else. You can also get something called an ID bag, which basically is a portable blood bank. So we're gonna play this a couple more times. Really, each time is random. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna only waste half a heart on this, cause it looks like there's a healing heart up here. What is it? It's a full heart. Okay, we can play this one more time then. Really, this thing is not really risky if you know what you're doing. I mean, more or less. It's not that bad, too. The crystal ball, though, is a really good item. Okay. Let's play you some more. If you're lucky, we might get something out of this. Ah, well. Skeletons. Basically meaning that flies will no longer attack us. Let's play this two more times. Now, the crystal ball, we'll be able to see that the item room is somewhere not in our direction. Don't worry though, we're gonna be back in the arcade room soon. Don't worry. Alright, so let's keep on going. I forgot what the Emperor does. Oh god, no. I forgot the Emperor takes you to the boss. Maybe I should not have done that. Because basically, once you enter the boss room, you cannot leave. There is no way to leave. You cannot exit you can't exit Mom's boss fight, is what I mean. Oh well, I guess we just screwed ourselves over an item and an HP up. Oh well. Because really, there's no way out of Mom's room unless you have telepills or something like that. What you want to do is, you just want to keep on moving whenever, like... It's pretty obvious when her foot comes because you'll see a shadow. Like that. Basically, just keep on just move around. You just want to hit Mom's very own body parts, which basically either comes with pimples, eyes, or the foot. The eye is used to basically aim the foot, and the pimples basically spawn enemies. But she basically kills the enemies instantly anyway. So yeah. We could probably lay a bomb. Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. Ugh. Good thing is, she can also kill the enemies with her foot. But she's starting to spawn annoying enemies. So yeah. You can probably place a bomb under her. If you can, but really, it's a risky move. Come on. Come on, Mom. Get it, you're calling my name. Even though I'm Kane. And that's what she can do. Basically. Come on, I almost killed you. I killed her! Yes! Okay, now let's get our heart and soul heart and get Mom's very own heal. Now we got range up. Durr, I look like the hobo with poop on my head and a meat floating around me with a fly. Just kidding. Welcome to the womb, the extra dungeon in this game if you've actually beaten Mom once. This is a judgment. We haven't met one yet, but judgment can appear in any room, basically. Except the last two, I think. Basically, you give him money and he'll give you something in return. Most of the time, it is a good item, like the battery. The battery basically recharges your item faster, I think. No, I think that's 16 volt. The battery basically slowly charges your item by itself, basically. This glowing blood is basically... You do not want to touch it. It is very... Yeah. Now, do you know what the hard part about this game is? And this part is? Everything in this level is 1 heart of damage. No kidding. Everything, including blood machines, everything. As you just see, the battery charged up our crystal ball a bit. Now, these are hearts by themselves. Hearts by themselves are annoying. Especially, but hearts with masks, now those are annoying. Do you know what's funny? There's an HP upgrade that's an actual heart, like, no kidding. Kind of like these things. I'm not sure if the crystal ball can charge that in itself when in a lonely room, but, oh well. Also, I'm recording until I beat the run. I'm gonna, like, this is basically how Binding of Isaac videos should be. It shouldn't be, like, you have to wait. Now, let's try this. As you can see, there's no items or anything, and this is basically a card. Joker! Joker takes you to the item, the angel or demon room. This one's an angel room, giving us the Holy Grail, which basically gives us the ability to fly and an HP up. But it doesn't spawn you at the boss instantly. Now, it's your choice to go into the room, because really, everything here can kill you, so you want to be careful. Getting the Joker card is really good if you're really just that dependent. Okay. Though, oh, you can also fly with the creep, no problem, too. Basically, more or less, we're all set. Flying items are really good, because that means you can fly over the creep, no problem, you can fly over rocks. Really, it's just really good. It's good to pay Judgment as many times as you want, because Judgment can give you good things if you give him a lot of your money. Yeah, see what I mean? He gave me another HP up. I always find Judgment to be a good person. You know what? I'll tell you right now, this is what I've always wondered. See that guy that mimics your movements? He can't kill the enemies, and typically he's actually like you. Like, he is exactly like you, actually. Because as you can see, he basically looks like you, except if all your skin was off and only had a little muscle left under you. And the battery's slowly charging a lot, man. Is this guy your twin? He can't also hurt you if you touch him. You can have your rotations hurt him, or just lure him into the spikes in the corner, but still. Alright. Let's see whose boss this is. Wow! Wow! This is something rare! Okay, Loki is a rare boss in itself. Loki. See, this is actually a rare version of Loki. What I mean is that Loki is one being. He's not half like this. This is Loki with 2 eyes. Basically, you fight... It's basically just like a fight with 2 Lokis, but really... A boss like this is pretty rare. Unless they increase its chances, of course. And I'm getting hit a lot because they shoot in cardinal directions and diagonal directions. And they don't have their hands to show how... And they don't have their hands to show where they're basically aiming for, so sometimes they could just be spawning in another area, or who knows. These guys are fairly easy, though. Like, anywhere you find them, they're fairly easy. Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, look, next time I play Binding of Isaac, I'm gonna fix that. I'm not gonna leave it like that, because that is so annoying. And... Meat! We basically got to choose an HP up, and I already visited you. I always love that sound. Alright, let's use our crystal ball here. Get a tarot card, death. Basically, it insta-kills any enemy and hurts any boss deeply. And you know how I love the normal judgment? I hate this demon judgment. As you can see, there's an arcade here, and wow, that is pretty rare. Okay, remember that guy I talked about before who copies your every movement? Well, this is another version of it. This is basically the shield/double version. He basically is like you, except under the influence of triple shot, flying, and basically the nail, which is an item you can get after you beat Mom. So basically, fighting a guy like this is really rare. Now these guys, I believe, do hurt you. No, they don't. Okay, just like they're impervious to spikes though, so really that's not good. Hello, I just met your brother. Hey, why don't you just meet my fly, okay? Yeah, see, look, touch my fly. It's pretty. It's a pretty fly. Thank you. I'm just heading straight for the boss because really, there's no reason to say. And oh my game, trolls, everything. You know what? Screw you. Necronomicon. Okay, we unlocked something. And as you can see, that basically insta-killed the Larrys. Now he's got to kill this guy, and I don't think his health bar is even... You can see why I hate this guy. He runs in a lot of directions, basically. There we go. Yeah, I can see you trolling, game. Alright. Oh, come on. Ooh. Okay, that was at least a good drop, actually. That's what I kind of hoped for. No, 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 no! Ugh, great. Well, at least the rocks don't respawn. That's one good thing. Oh my god, we have a super sloth here. Or not super sloth, just like a stronger version of the sloth. Yeah, there are stronger versions of these enemies now. You gotta wonder, what are these enemies called? Like, we fought sloth and greed, and why do they have specific naming, and why do they even exist? Believe it or not, they're called the 7 deadly sins. There are 7 of them in all, I think. So yeah. And they're even super versions of themselves. So you have super sins. So yeah. Like, this one's sloth. There's another one called gluttony. There's one called wrath. There's greed, of course. And then there's another one, but I really didn't know. Oh, and there's pride. There's 7 in total, but I can't ever name them all off the top of my head. They have super versions. Their super versions tend to be a little more annoying. So yeah, this is not super sloth. This is just a normal sloth. Like, he's a champion, basically. Champions are named of different colored enemies, is what I mean. As you can see, he has a lot more health. He's more annoying since he can drop 2 bombs at once. And he shoots a fly. What do you expect from an enemy who's actually been very annoying? Come on, just die already. Oh my god, those things are hard. At least we're back up to full health. And I don't know why, but I find them. But the room looks really weird when it's covered in soot. Emperor, take us to the boss room instantly. Why not? Let's just be lazy. Really, there's nothing else after Mom's part. Here, you just want to drop your bombs. There's no reason to save your bombs anymore. There's no other enemies to look out for. These eye lasers can be a little annoying. Drop a bomb when you can. Blows up the enemies. As you can see. Like, really? You got a lot of bombs. It shouldn't be too hard. And I love this boss thing. Oh great, now it's shooting instant bombs. Basically, this time it stays down, so just like keep on shooting at it. And then it shoots lesser versions of enemies, like it shoots flies and stuff like that. Also, don't worry about the creep. If you're flying, you should not have to worry about anything. Really, this boss is in the palm of your hands. In fact, I might have to kill her. I killed her. Why do we need a spirit heart now? No. This is what I call... No, this is a true soul heart. A spirit heart's blue, a soul heart's white, and... Ugh! Jeez! A soul heart... Yeah, soul heart. Basically, if you're able to beat it, if you're able to enter the next room with one, you get 3 chances. Let's open it and see what we got. It says we got something, but we first need to see what it is. Why does it look so sad? Oh. Well, fudge. Just kidding. So yeah, that is one run of the Binding of Isaac. Really though, it takes more than one run to unlock everything. There is no way to unlock everything in one run. The reason why is because you need to have every single character unlocked. And to do that, you have to have like... Really, the best I can say to do this in is to have a total of 13 runs. That is how many runs it takes, basically. There are the 7 deadly sins, which I can never name. Here are the enemies, Monstro, Larry Jr., the Duke of Flies, which we never fought, Gemini, which we never fought, Chub, Peep, Fistula, Gertie, Loki, Monstro 2. Even though Loki started spelled with that one name, never mind. I'll explain later. Mom, the Harbingers, Pestilence, Death, War, and Famine, Skolex, which is spamming Peep and himself, Blastolyx, Mom's Heart, and of course, Isaac. I don't know why I like saying like that. Now, let's see. Collection. No, not there. What was it? Stats, I think? Yeah. Secrets found. The noose has appeared in the basement. See, look. Here are many different endings. It takes a total... There are 13 endings in total. You have to basically play the game that long. You basically... The only way to beat this game is to 100% with the least amount of runs. You would have to have beaten it, I think, about... you would have to beaten the game about 13 times, and that is if you're very lucky. As you can see, I've had 128 deaths. Don't think that's noobly, because it actually takes that many deaths to unlock something. Like 100 deaths to unlock something, but anyway. Really, this game is that hard when you start it, but then you unlock more and more things, and the game gets easier. I have 147 items now, I have 35 out of 97 secrets found. And I have only killed Mom 2 times, meaning I've only beaten the game 2 times. I.e. the endings. Here are some more things. The collection tells you every single item you found. Here are the 5 HP upgrades, basically. The challenges give you challenges. I'm not going to use them. You can start the game. You have your different characters. They tell you exactly what they are. You have a random button. So yeah, that's the Binding of Isaac, guys. And I'll see you next time whenever I decide to play and record this game. Until then, see ya. Hey everybody, this is Blockman.